Hey everyone, this is a quick look at a very small set. It's the LEGO Star Wars Microfighters AT-AT or AT-AT versus Tauntaun. This is the totality of all you get in this set, and I'm just going to take them left to right. The walker looks like a walker. What do you know? I mean, you can't expect too much out of something this small. It's got a little bit of articulation in the legs with the upper joint able to move and the ankle joint able to move on each, which means that you can make it kind of look like it's walking along. As a matter of fact, I can also do a little thing like that, so it looks like it's walking just a little bit more. And then finally, for action features here, you have the ability to turn the head all kinds of different ways, way more than the full-size real thing would do. You can also change the cheek guns, their angles up and down. That has a print right there at the front, which is a good print. If I could get that focus for you. There you go. Yeah. See, that's fine, right? And it also has a print for the operator, who is just a driver, and that one is just fine as well. Notice there are no studs to hold the figure in place, which is very convenient. You can put one in and take it out easily. The driver figure has that canonically correct light gray on sand blue color scheme, the most accurate that we know of to date. Took quite a number of years for Star Wars fans to figure that out and get it just right, but eventually we did, and eventually LEGO caught up. And the printing on this looks pretty good to me. It has the binoculars there and a stud shooter because it is a microfighter. So it's unfortunate that they won't just include one extra piece for something like this to give us the semi-realistic sidearm, for it. Underneath, no more angry clone. Ha ha! Victory! It's just a regular dude, just a regular kind of upset looking dude, and it works just fine, just a random person. What I like most about this Tauntaun is its scale. Its scale is very good because the official molded version of Tauntaun that LEGO does is bigger, and I like it when they miniaturize things down even further and get them closer to a realistic depiction compared to the minifigs. Minifigs have ridiculous proportions as it is by design. So we don't need things to be perfect, but this is just better, I think. And it's a worthy design. It is kind of short and squat. It is a little bit thick around the hindquarters there, I'd say, just looking at the proportions. But overall, it scales pretty well. I can see having multiple of these set up in a Hoth diorama and, charging out into the unknown to do some scouting. It makes sense to me. I like it. I very much like these horn pieces. Always have, always will. They're just fantastic. You got the dark gray colored reins and a suggestion of a saddle there. It's all just fully built in. A little pack back here. No articulation on this except for the ability to move the tiny little arms up and down, and the tail can be wagged and brought up and down just slightly. It can't even go up very far, but it can be wagged side to side. So, it just allows you to get a little bit of variety out of it. You got the printed eye there on either side, so you can kind of turn that around a little bit. The mouth snout area is probably the weakest thing here because it looks more like a beak than anything. And I feel like the line at the base of the cheese slope piece there is suggesting the mouth, even though it really isn't. The mouth is supposed to be down here, the mouth opening. So that just kind of throws you off, or throws me off at least. But otherwise, this is a really nice little build. I like it. And it does have an extra clip on the other side. I mean, you got the one for the binoculars there, and then a clip over on this side to hold on to an additional accessory. Now, this is Luke Skywalker, and that's a little special, a little more special than usual, I'd say. We've gotten a lot of Luke Skywalkers over the years, right? We've also gotten a lot of Hoth figures over the years, but we've gotten more Han Solos in this form than we have Luke, because Luke was only in this form for a short time, and it wasn't that wasn't a major thing. That didn't really stick with people. It didn't stick with viewers that much and fans that much, and it was a very short appearance when he was like this, when he was fully done up like this pre-Wampa attack. So to get another one of these, I think is good. I think that this will probably satisfy a lot of collectors of special things, less common things. And I think it is done pretty well. Underneath there, they use a white base for the head. I'm just going to move the goggles up to get you that better look. I appreciate that a little bit more. I mean, it looks maybe a little bit plasticky there, but I mean, at least it's fairly clear. It's not so crisp around the edges with the black, but it's pretty close to right. But at least it's not too pale. You do see a little bit of the face around the back, unfortunately, but he does have that alternate face, and that's a kind of cool one because, you know, he's squinting. That's a face that you don't see from Lego, period, very frequently. So that works especially well with the electro binoculars, macro binoculars. I always forget which is which, but yeah, it's different. It just makes this a more special figure to get, I think. And finally, here are the leftover pieces, which include a couple of extra studs for the stud shooters and an extra full set of those good horns. I paid the usual price for this, you know, $10 per microfighter, so this was $20 US for the whole thing. I'm trying to remember if I've ever been particularly unhappy with the value of a microfighter set. It's kind of hard to do that. You know, Lego has to really, really mess up to get a bad value out of a $10 set, and this is essentially two $10 sets. I'm happy with this one. I think I said pretty much everything I wanted to about it. I can't think of anything else, so I'm just going to let you go. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Don't think I have a speed build for this one, but you know, it's a really small set, but I will continue to do builds for most of the sets that I review on this channel. So stay tuned. There will be more to come, and I'll talk to you again soon.